Hi folks, and welcome to Masterclass. In this one, we're going to talk about battery maintenance. These things aren't cheap, and correct battery maintenance can mean longer life from your batteries. And there's a few things you can do to make sure they last a lot longer. So let's get into it and show you how you can get the most out of your AGM battery. The batteries in your MDC Caravan or camper are an AGM type. That's absorbent glass mat. What it means is the sulfuric acid in the battery is actually kept in a glass matting. What that does is it makes them spill proof. Originally designed for automotive and aircraft use, they're a very, very good battery and they're a deep cycle. They're a 100 amp hour battery, which means you get about 50 usable amps for them. These will have very little discharge over a period of storage, but some of the things that can influence that discharge are the items that are connected to it during its dormant period. If you've got an MDC Caravan or camper, you will have one of or two of these items installed in it. This one here is one of the smaller 7-stage chargers, which you'll find in the smaller campers that will have 1 or 2 batteries. Here is a larger charger that has a much higher output. You'll find them in the Caravans and the campers that have a much bigger battery capacity. This little guy in the center here is an IDC 25 DC to DC controller. If you have a Robson or one of our Caravans, you'll have one of these which controls the solar panels on the roof, regulates them, and also operates the Anderson plug on the drawbar. So this will also make any vehicle with a smart alternator, it'll trick it into charging the batteries while you're driving. Now, every one of these has what we call a back draw. So while dormant, not being in use, not charging the batteries, it'll actually draw back a slight current from the battery. If you have 2 of them, we're talking about a 10 milliamp back draw at any time, sometimes a little bit more. That will slowly, over time, drain the batteries. Weather conditions, if it's cold, batteries don't like that. That's why you also never store them on concrete. Always keep them up, out of the way, and store them in better conditions, not really cold conditions. So to make sure your batteries do last a long time, you need to charge them regularly. In the manuals and in our videos, we will state charge them at least monthly. That's critical because over a month, these guys will draw enough to start lowering the battery down to its threshold voltage of 12.05 volts. You don't want it to drop below there. As soon as it starts dropping below there, you can actually do damage to the battery. They get a condition called cell fading, where you get deposits starting to build up on the plates, and eventually they become unrecoverable and they're a throwaway item. Send them off to the recyclers. So in order to prevent that, charge your battery regularly. With these 7-stage chargers, it is absolutely okay to leave these batteries on charge all the time. A 7-stage projector charger will go all the way down to a float charge, which is a minuscule charge that will keep the battery in peak condition, peak charge for long periods of time. These batteries are also used for uninterruptible power supplies in phone exchanges or to protect computer equipment, that sort of thing. They are able to take a full-time float charge, no problem at all. And that is actually how you keep them in tip-top condition. Your IDC 25 controller is a 3-stage charger. So if you've got a Caravan that's sitting outside, it will constantly top up your batteries and will go down to a float charge as well. Not quite as good as a 7-stage charger for peak performance and longevity, but still very, very good. So if you're using a Caravan cover, remember, you must plug in and charge via the 7-stage charger because your solar panels simply aren't going to work underneath that cover. So folks, look after them, charge them regularly. This is the right gear to take the best care of these, but if you simply pack your camper up, leave it with no charge for a period of time, your batteries will deteriorate to a voltage which will make them unrecoverable and you'll be up for the cost of replacing them. There you go, folks. That's everything you need to know about maintaining the AGM batteries in your MDC caravan or camper. Remember, regular maintenance charging is critical to your battery lifespan. For more great tips and masterclass videos, go to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook so you can see each episode as it's posted.